Hello and welcome back to Saber Outdoors. My name, of course, is Mark Alexander, your wonderful host. And guys, today we are going to test out the Veitorld? I don't know. We're testing out the survival kit. Guys, we picked the survival kit up at the store. The store is the greatest place ever. No one can convince me otherwise. But guys, you can plainly see it's still in the bubble wrap. We're just going to kind of go through it and see what there is. I have no idea what's inside of this. I haven't researched it in the slightest. This company, I'll show you again if I can not drop the thing. I don't know if this is a famous company or a nothing company. I don't know. But let's see what they got here. So, hard case. I like that. Very good. Be careful when separate the spork. Please be careful of the sharp knife. Notice, okay, so this has like full kitchen gear, so that's cool. Camping, adventure, climbing. The coolest gift choice. So this probably was a Christmas gift that somebody did not want. This has a lot of latches. It's like a tackle box. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know this is going to stay closed, whatever you do to it. But let's see if we can get it open. Okay, nice foam case so inside to keep everything from rummaging around. So we've got an emergency blanket. We'll unfurl that and see what we think of it. We have one of these wrist like paracord things. Oh, and a fishing kit, guys. We might have to go find somewhere where to try the fishing kit out. Oh, and it's got a ferro rod too. This is neat. Excuse me for wiping my nose. Let's open this up and actually get a look. We'll put this back in though. That is cool that it has a little teeny tiny ferro rod. Can I get any sparks out of it? Yes. They're little teeny tiny sparks, but yes, I can get sparks out of this. And this hook is like the tiniest circle hook I've ever seen. Guys, let's put this back up. We'll have to test this out more thoroughly in a different location than this. So let's see. We've got this thing here. Not gonna act like I know what's going on or what it is, but we got it. It's got this thing here and clips on like that, and it looks like it might be something to like carry your gear with, maybe to carry some of the stuff in here with, but you can snap it shut and it's got Velcro in there too. So that's really a unique piece of equipment. I don't know what I'd use it for. A little bit of ribbon, not rope or cordage, ribbon. That's very odd. Okay, so this is like the little glass breaker deal. So it's like, boom, I can break glass with it. Can I? It looks like a pen. Oh yeah, I can write with this. See, got me a writing pen. And does it come apart? Or am I just taking the pen apart? Okay, I'm just taking the pen apart. So this is like the most extra pen I've ever seen in my life. Let's see what the end does whenever I take it off. The hammering end. Is there like a secret compartment? Doesn't appear to be. So guys, this is just a pen and a glass breaker. So neat, but not really all that useful for survival, because if you need a glass breaker, I don't think you're gonna find this kit, dig into it, find this, then hit the glass. It's just not something you're gonna do. I think that's a little bit extra. Here is the spork. Oh, and it does have like a full actual real knife on it. That's sweet. And of course, the prongs aren't very big on this, so you're not gonna pick up like a big stack of pancakes or something with it. But you know, hey, it's a functioning tool to eat with if you wish it to be. Ah! I saw an extra thing on the back of it. I was like, is that a whistle? Yes, it is. It is a whistle. That is neat. So not only can you eat with this, you can signal for help with it. Little commando saw. Guys, these are almost always garbage, but we will test this out. We got a big ferro rod. Look how nice that one is. Let's see what it feels like in the hand. Okay, big nice striker, big nice ferro rod. There's a little bit of measurements on this, and it looks like this is like a wrench, or I guess if you wanted to use it for a bottle opener. But let's see how it does. Very nice. Throws very good sparks. Without me even really trying all that hard, it throws good sparks. Like, you can see those easy enough. But let's put her back in our package. Eventually, maybe, if I hold my tongue right. Okay, cool. See, holding the tongue right makes it better. Okay, so we got a real, actual knife. Guys, that is legit. And it has spring assist, and thank you, Jesus. This thing does not have serrations on it. I hate serrations on my knife. It's right where I usually want to do my work. So I'm glad those are not there. We've got a rope cutter on the end of this, and another glass smasher to boom, smash glass. This would actually be a nice little setup all by itself. How's that edge? Not the best. Edge needs work. But hey, they gave us a real, actual knife. Now, if I wanted to be really stingy and annoying, I could be like, oh, but it's not a fixed blade knife. I wish it was a fixed blade knife, not a foil knife. Guys, I'm just happy to have a real, actual knife. And they don't expect me to use the knife from the spork to do everything that I would want a big knife for. Let's see what this is. Flashlight. Is there any batteries in it? Am I just taking the lens off? That's what it appears. Okay, I'm not doing anything. So this is a focus on it. How do I get it the batteries though? Oh, there we are. Does it have batteries? And it's just, nope, no batteries. So guys, fail. So this is a good lesson of make sure that you take your survival kits apart for this purpose, because this flashlight is worthless to me as it is. But it does have a nice clip to it, very robust design, so I don't think that this thing is going to be a problem. We'll put it back in our bubble wrap as well. Put that right back in there. And then there's one more item. I don't know what's in this little leather thing. Oh, it's a survival card. That's cool. And it's got a card with it to tell about all the features. So this has a can opener, knife edge, screwdriver, ruler, can opener, 4-position wrench for various sizes of nuts, bolts, heads, butterfly wrench. I don't know what that is, but I'll find out. Saw blade, directional something or other indication 2-position wrench, lanyard hole, key ring hole. So, well, that knife edge is a lot better than the one on that one. And I bet you could do pretty well with it just sitting like this in this motion, or maybe with this kind of motion. How's that? Tip's not all that great. We'll have to try this thing out on some wood. But let's just see if we can get it back in there without cutting ourselves or the package. There we are. And I think that's it. So, guys, we're going to cram it all back in, and then you will see us elsewhere trying it out. All right, guys, so we kind of changed locations. We repacked our thing and made a retreat. So let's get it out here and get a look at it. Now, this aluminum foil here, we're going to try our luck with some fire later. It's to protect my bench, because it's had a pretty rough little old life. So let's break her open. All right, make sure not to lose our ribbon. Already almost lost it once. So we're just going to kind of go through it as we go. The only thing I'm not going to get out is this emergency blanket. They're usually like paper thin and impossible to get folded back up. So we're just going to say, yes, emergency blanket. It does emergency blanket things. And it's 130 centimeters by 210 centimeters. Somebody out there with some more math than me, or maybe editor me, will take care of doing that conversion. So I still don't know what this is. So we're going to continue to just ask you all, hey, do you all know what it is? Because I don't. Moving swiftly on. So we've got our bracelet and our fishing gear. Now, guys, let's take our fishing gear out. How much line did they actually give us? Like, did they give us a reasonable amount of line, or did they skimp on the line? It's got one red curly tail with it. The line has a zip tie tying it up. It looks to be about maybe 6 inches of line. Like, not very much at all. So, guys, the fishing kit, other than the hook, is a fail. I'm sure the hook will do hook things, but that fishing kit is a fail. Hard fail. Let's put that in my front pocket where it doesn't get lost. Let's see how our compass does. So, nope, compass is worthless. As you can see, the wind's trying to take away my my thing. So, does this go around my wrist, or is it too small? Yes. So the wrist thing will go on my wrist, and I can use the compass if it worked. It doesn't, by the way. And also, too, oh, I can't use it on my finger, maybe. Yeah, I can use it on my wrist. It's tough, but I can. Now, I've got cotton balls. Let me grab one out and fluff it up. See if I can get a fire going with this little teeny tiny fire steel that's on this. Okay, good and fluffy. And let us begin. Guys, the spark is so weak off of this. Let's see. Let's try a different edge. Let's try our knife edge real quick. Guys, maybe somebody can start a fire with this, but I ain't the one, because I get a little Hey, after I'd given up hope, it finally happened. So guys, yes, I can get a fire, not with this, but with this here I was able to make a fire. So yay me. So guys, let's test some other stuff. Okay, so this is the first of our knives that I've picked up. So let's just go ahead and test it out. So I figure if it can work on a stick, it'll work on any kind of food I might want to put it on. Okay, cool. So, yes, we do have shavings. So this is a sharp enough functional knife. Now, as far as the spork and spoon features, it's a spoon. Spoon works like a spoon. Not gonna test if the spoon is a spoon. A spoon is a spoon is a spoon. And I don't need to prove that a spoon is a spoon is a spoon. And of course, we got the whistle. There we go. That makes 2 whistles. Let's get that broke off of there. So okay, cool. So we'll leave that there just for explanation. Okay, so we got our big knife, our actual like folding knife, and we'll put that there. So how does it do against this? Much more comfortable, much larger feathers. You can see very nice feathers in not that long a time, and this is a whole lot larger, more comfortable than this very small knife. You can see we could use that and possibly get us a fire going. So I'm gonna actually break that off. I'm trying not to break my feathers too bad. And let's see what happens when I use the other big striker and such on this. I bet I'll have a better reaction to it. I'll just shove this other one in there just for kicks and giggles. So here we have our big flint and steel, not flint and steel, ferro rod. I don't know why I said flint and steel. Guys, don't hate me in the comments. I'm not even going to take them apart. I'm just going to use it just like it is. So I'm going to find where I've already scratched off a little. No one said surviving was easy. I think my stick's a little too green. So, we're gonna go back to a cotton ball. Yes, I know it's cheating. Don't hate me in the comments. But this is easy money, you can see. No problem. I didn't have to sit here with like that little one, just sit there. This one took off, not a big deal. And that's more than enough time to get some smaller sticks on and get a bigger fire going. So these, very good. Our flashlight, I put a battery in our flashlight. So yes, it works. And this tighten up feature, you can see on my chest. No, you can't. But you can see it's a pretty decent light, especially if you don't got one. But it only takes a single AA. The commando saw. Guys, I will attempt to use this, but most of these are gimmicks. They're not real, actual cutting tools. There are ways to make this a better cutting tool, but we're going to try it out just as it is. So ring on each side, get it in your fingers, and you can grip it however you want to. I'm going to use kind of an upward grind on it, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my stick kind of against my piece. I'm going to loop my finger around. You've seen the stick many times. I'm just going to show you the raw footage. I might speed it up, of how long it takes for me to get through a stick that's barely the size of my finger with this. All right, starting now. And it's bound up. And it's bound up. And it's bound up. It's still bound up without me having half of the thing on it. These are garbage. If your kit comes with these, they are garbage. Throw them away. Don't use them. Because, yes, I cut halfway through it, but you've seen me already twice in this video quickly break them off without much issue. It would be a lot faster if I were to take my knife and go plumb around a particular area. Get it halfway through, break it off. Just as fast, just as precise. And it didn't take me near the time or aggravation this did. Okay, so the pen, let's see if it writes on my hand. It does write on my hand, so functioning pen. Unfortunately, we don't have any glass to break. Sorry guys, I don't feel like picking up glass, especially because there's enough junk here, but the pen works. If you want a pen, there's a pen. All right, last item is the survival card. So what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try out this knife and see if I can find a comfortable way to work with it. I'm going to try it straight down first. Not really all that great. Nope, not great at all. Let's try this little teeny tiny saw. See if I like it better than the commando saw. So, yeah, it works as a saw. And you can use this just like we did with the saw. You can make a weak point and make reasonably precise cuts. But the knife portion of this, not really worth your time. You can see I get that little amount of work done with that tiny little corner blade. But this is just not my deal. It's not comfortable. It's actually dangerous because I'm cutting back towards myself, but I'm being really careful because I do not wish to have somebody take me to the hospital tonight. But guys, the card, it's a gimmick. It's like the saw, it's a gimmick. If you get a card, make sure it's a bigger one than this. And I would not have a card that was my saw or my knife. It's a gimmick. It's not really all that great. I wouldn't use it. So we'll put that back up and we'll kind of sum up. So we're just going to quickly go through each tool, and then we'll just get finished up. So this, it's a pen, it works. This is a commando saw, it is garbage. Gimmick, garbage. This is a survival card. This particular card is a gimmick, garbage. This is a reasonable knife. I do like this knife. It has a good smooth function, spring assist open. When I get it out, I can do work with it, and it doesn't feel awkward or tiny in my hands. So good. Flashlight, it is a flashlight. Takes one single battery that it does not come with. So this was not a ready-made item ready to go. This knife on this is a functioning knife and is better than the knife on the card, but is not as good as this knife. The spoon is a spoon. It does spoon things. The whistle does work. Works just fine. The big ferro rod is a beast. You see, it throws great sparks without me having to try that hard. Very good item. This little wristband deal, the compass does not work. It points the wrong direction. Unreliable. Paracord. Paracord's always useful. I didn't pull the paracord apart because how many times do you want to see paracord pulled apart in a video? After a little while, you already know. 7-strand paracord, there's probably, I don't know, 20 feet worth in here. I don't know exactly the amount. And you saw, it takes a lot of effort. A lot of effort. But we can get a spark with this. Maybe I've been using it wrong. Let me try again. Maybe I just figured it out. Part 2. I might have done a thing. Yes, I was using it wrong. You have to turn it around where that thing can catch it real good. So that throws decent sparks. Upgrade, not a joke, a real actual tool. Great to have. I don't know what this is, y'all tell me in the comments. Fishing kit, there's like maybe 6 feet worth of, actually not even 6 feet. This is probably, in reality, probably 2 feet of line. This is a joke. If you're gonna put fishing gear in there, put something significant. I'll show you later on in a different video, real significant fishing gear. The emergency blanket, it's an emergency blanket. It does emergency blanket things. It's paper thin, super easy to puncture, and really only good for a survival, like I have got to warm up or die situation. That's what this is good for. And the ribbon. Let's try the ribbon out, because I have reservations on this ribbon. I don't know how long a ribbon we have, and I don't know how strong this ribbon is. But I know what I'll do with it. I'll tie these sticks together that I've been cutting. Okay, so we get like probably, oh, that's probably 2 feet worth of ribbon. So at least they give you a reasonable amount of ribbon. It's still ribbon. But let's take our flashlight and knock it off. And let's just quickly, like we were gonna bundle the top of a shelter or something. So we'll just put it around and then put it back around. You know, shelter doesn't have to have a giant sticks to lean up against each other or nothing. So let's try the ribbon out before I pass judgment. Okay, so tied together. Let's see if we can break the ribbon. Yes, we can break the ribbon. So the ribbon is as much a joke as I thought it'd be, because without me having to really try super duper hard, we broke the ribbon. Ribbon is a joke. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tools in this kit, 5 tools that are worth having, and 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbers that are basically just gimmicky garbage. So guys, if you want, I'll make my own one of these, and we'll see how I do versus how a company, whatever that company is, we'll see how I do stacked up against them. But for this video, we're over with. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that bell notification, and subscribe. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and every one of you can help me get there. Let me get you up here where you can see me. Thank you for watching. We'll see you somewhere in the woods or on the water.